Friends, in this session, we are going to discuss about the building envelope and how to assign parameters to the building envelope. Before we move to this session, let us recap what we learned in the first requirement when you are doing a building energy simulation. The requirement is that you have to construct a building. Not a real building, you have to create a virtual building model. And that's what we used in our previous session, the model IT. And we told you how to create a building model. We created a shoebox model and we tried to show you that how can we add doors, how can we add walls, windows, roofs, overhangs. We also discussed how we can import complicated DXF files of a large building and can directly create a 3D model in Model IT. We also discussed that once it is imported and you have constructed the model, how to do the error checking. We also discussed that how to assign the weather parameters and other properties of the location specific parameters for the building. Now you have the 3D model available with you. This is the time when you have to assign properties to the building. So what are those properties? The property include that you have to add property of wall, which is covering largest element of the building skin. Then you have to add property of windows, you have to add property of roof. These three elements are major elements which are comprising of the overall building envelope. Once you have assigned properties of these three major elements, you have to assign the properties of some other parameters also, which includes the MEP and other systems. So let us take this software part, how to assign. So the way we constructed the building in Model IT, now we will go to the new application, that is Apache. In Apache Sim, we can assign the properties of the building envelope.
For assigning thermal properties of wall, in the software's interface, locate and click on the tab Assign Thermal Construction. Then select specific wall assembly. This could be a specific part of the building where you want to assign thermal properties in the Assign Thermal Construction section. Find options for configuring layers. Walls are composed of multiple layers, such as plaster, brick, and concrete materials. Define these layers based on your chosen wall assembly, whether from presets or custom choices. Assign appropriate materials to each layer, such as plaster, brick, and concrete. These selections significantly influence the wall's thermal performance. This could also involve selecting predefined layers. Once you assign materials to each layer, the software will automatically calculate the U values for the wall assembly. U values represent the overall thermal conductivity and insulation performance of the wall. By following these steps, you'll effectively set thermal attributes. This calculation is done using predefined algorithms based on the chosen materials and their thicknesses. In summary, the streamlined process empowers you to define wall properties efficiently. Now for assigning thermal properties of roofs. In the software's interface, click on the tab Assign Thermal Construction. Then select specific roof assembly. This could be a specific part of the building where you want to assign thermal properties of roofs in. In the Assign Thermal Construction section, you'll find options related to layers. A roof assembly typically consists of multiple layers, such as plaster, concrete, and insulating materials. Here you will specify the layers that make up the chosen wall assembly. This could involve selecting predefined layers. Once you have assigned materials to each layer, the software will automatically calculate the U values for the wall assembly. U values represent the overall thermal conductivity and insulation performance of the roof. This calculation is done using predefined algorithms based on the chosen materials and their thicknesses. By following these steps, you efficiently set roof properties. The software calculates U values for well-informed design decisions and energy simulations, ensuring energy-efficient building performance. This process streamlines the setting of roof properties. Now for assigning window properties. Click on the tab, Assign Thermal Constructions. Then within this section, proceed to designate layers for the window assembly. Windows consist of layers like glass, frame, spacers, etc. Specify these layers according to the window assembly, followed by the assignment of materials to each respective layer. Choose glass types, frame materials, spacers, and any other relevant components that affect thermal performance. Upon completing these steps, the U values and the visual light transmittance will be automatically computed, as illustrated in the video. This value reflects how effectively the entire assembly resists heat transfer. Make sure to save your inputs within the software. The calculated value serves as a foundational parameter, leading to well-informed design decisions and energy-efficient buildings.
So this way, we have learned how to assign the building envelope parameter, which include how we assign the parameters of a wall, its U value especially, the wall thickness, and other parameters including the color and other properties of the wall, because sunlight will be reflected from it. In the same way, we have also learned how to assign the window properties, the glass U value, SHGC, and the type of glass. We have also learned that how to assign the U value for the roof. So friends, the window, wall, and roof, these three elements constitute the building envelope, which protects the building from outside environment. And especially the major concern is how building heat gains are taking place. And these parameters which we have assigned in our model as part of property of window, wall, and roof will decide the building heat gain while we conduct the simulation. I am sure you have learned step by step how to assign the properties. You can assign these parameters anywhere when you are there in the IES software. You can assign it while you are having Model IT. You can assign it at Apache. You can also assign the building envelope parameters while you are doing Radiance. So thank you very much. We will take it in detail to assign the properties of HVAC system in our subsequent session.